you have a relationship with Floyd's fiance?
No, I don't. And you know what? I will admit this, I have a little bit of animosity because I made a few phone calls to her when Floyd and I were living together, and she did everything in her power to play her position and tell me, no, we're not dating. And I'm not just blaming it on her. I know it takes two, but I am. I'm a woman with 3 young children and another child that, is out of another relationship that I'm trying my best to, keep my family together. And for women that just don't have any respect for that, it's hard to respect them, after the fact.
Is she around your children, and does Floyd take
She
the
just
kids
recently started. He just recently started bringing them around her, and from what the kids tell me, they say that she's nice and, that she, they don't have any problems with her. So that makes me happy because it makes me comfortable with sending my kids with him and her, or whoever it is that he's with. But as long, he's a good dad, so I think he's got great judgment.
Sure.
Yeah.
One of the things I think raised a few eyebrows on the show was in the first episode. The girls were all talking about whether they still sleep with their exes,
Yeah.
and I think you mentioned like, oh, I slept with Floyd like 6 months ago, and he was engaged 6 months ago. Engaged.
Just like he was engaged at the day after he beat me up.
So, I mean, did that cause any sort of ripples?
I don't care.
Don't care.
Yeah, I don't. You know what? I feel like she didn't have any type of respect for me with a woman who had 3 children that was living with somebody that was my best friend and that I loved to death since I met him when I was 16. So if this is the hour that I should be giving a fuck, it's probably not a good time to be, expecting me to.
There was the rumor, it's interesting that you mentioned the day after thing, because I remember reading about, that the whole engagement was really more of a PR move by Floyd, because he was about to face a judge, and he wanted to show that he was a stable guy with a fiance and so forth. So do you think that that's really what that was?
Absolutely.
So do you think he's really engaged?
No.
Do you think he's going to get married to her?
No.
So you think this whole thing is just
I don't think that Floyd is probably ever going to get married.
Really?
No.
Why is that?
I think Floyd is a very how do I say this nicely? I think Floyd has a lot going on, for himself right now, and marriage is a huge commitment, and Floyd likes his freedom. So, I think he likes to keep his women at bay and accessible, but as far as marriage, that's that. Maybe down the line, I'm not sure. I can't answer that question for him.
I got you. But according to you, you don't think he'll ever get married?
Not anytime soon, no.
I feel you.
No, it's been 4 years since they've been engaged, right? That's a long engagement.
Been that long.
Yeah.
When
And I'm not hating.
No,
I'm obviously, they've been seeing each other and
they claim each other publicly and
right.
everything,
So I don't, take anything away from their friendship or whatever. But as far as walking down the aisle anytime soon, I don't think that that's something that he's focused on in his life right now.
Every penis that she's been linked to, so what? I shot her club up. That's ejaculating in a chick, for people that don't know. I shot her club up and I got her pregnant.
50 wants to feed his niggas. Huh. Yeah, and if he can't feed you, then you're still a threat to some degree. And Game was talking, real greasy about fucking him up and all types of crazy shit. That type of shit, on a street level, you can't forgive that.